I can take these three on, yes. I've got a life that can swallow even the suns. That's why I'm Suneater.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 4, Episode 8 of My Hero Academia, Suneater of the Big Three. Do we know what a Suneater is?
No.
Okay.
Last episode we started the raid on the base of Overhaul. What are your thoughts before we jump in?
I'm concerned on how closely everyone's going to stick to the plan, given right off the bat it did not go the way they thought it was gonna.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about the Suneater thing.
We're good, yeah.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what Suneater means, but make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for episodes coming every Friday and Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes of My Hero right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms, along with episodes of Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Code Geass. Are we excited for Season 4, Episode 8 of My Hero Academia?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
In the spring of 3rd grade, I transferred to a new school on the first day of class.
I'm Mama Jakey, and I like
Oh.
I could barely talk when I introduced myself.
Yikes.
It was a new school
remind me
year,
of.
but plenty of students knew each other from the previous term, and they clustered together in groups. It seemed like nobody wanted to be the first one to talk to the new kid who'd already embarrassed himself. And making friends wasn't exactly my specialty.
So this is Tamaki.
No. Yeah.
After all, who would want to get to know someone boring and awkward like me?
Mama Jakey!
Aw.
It was kind of hard to hear what you were trying to say.
Oh, they've
up
been
there
friends for
earlier, but I was
that
thinking,
long?
Are you trying to tell us that you like heroes? Was that it? Oh. Cause I like them too! They're so awesome!
What a sweet kid.
That day,
Yeah.
If you had to pick a favorite, who would it be?
you talked to me when no one else would. And I remember thinking how warm you were, how bright. You were shining. Like
Wait,
the
this is
sun.
so cute. What the fuck?
You say he was shining like the sun.
Yeah.
I think you'll really, this hero, I think you'll relate to the most. Like if you were a hero, you would be like this hero.
Yeah.
Him.
I wonder, can I do it too? Can I shine as brightly as you do?
Aww.
Oh, all the stories and literally every episode from here on in is immaculate.
Hell yeah.
Immaculate.
Hell yeah.
You're already crying a little bit.
I just teared up a little bit. It's fine.
What?
I don't know. Knowing that this has been the dynamic for so long,
Like,
especially like, I don't know, being like anxious and awkward and being friends with someone who you just think is like way too cool to be friends with you. Like, the fear is always, oh, they're gonna realize how much cooler they are and then not want to hang out with me anymore. But knowing now that like they're still just super close.
you saw him and was just like,
I think I know what you were trying to say and I agree.
and guess what? We're friends now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to get tissues.
I
these next
actually
few
have them
episodes.
on deck.
Fantastic.
For you.
We have a warrant to search your premises on suspicion of manufacture and sale of illegal drugs. Get the hell out of here! Yeah, what do you want with us anyway? You heard him. We have a warrant. Everyone, please calm down.
Oh, well, if you have a warrant,
Consider
then.
the consequences before you resist.
Hold on. I just noticed something funny.
What?
Look at this guy with the bat. Watch him. The guy who looks like Ida. Just look. He just
Resist.
he just didn't move.
Whole organization has to buy some
We're on a
time.
budget, Kenny.
Just leave the ones out here to us. You go in.
Do you say low budget Kenny?
I said they're on a low budget.
Oh, I thought you said that looked like me. I was like,
No, that's so mean.
I was like just confused.
Whole organization station just to buy some
It's like,
Yeah,
damn,
Kenny,
I
you
don't wear
stand
glasses.
just like that.
time. Good luck.
Hate to just barge in like this, but we're kind of in a hurry. Haven't seen any signs of suspicious activity yet.
Yeah, bro. Same here. But hey, we're in it now, right? We got no choice but to see it through.
The giant guy
Possible that
punching the
somebody leaked
cops
our plans
wasn't
for the raid?
suspicious
Must be a
activity.
reason-
Falcon punch!
And they all came pouring out like that.
No, if there had been a leak, I think they would be fighting more cohesively. Groups like this are used to working together. There's nothing that matters more to these guys than their bond with their boss and their brothers. Being part of the underworld only makes loyalty that much more sacred to them. All those people outside. But we haven't caught sight of the top brass yet. They're probably underground, hiding or getting ready to flee.
How's that supposed to be loyalty? Forcing their henchmen to fight for them while they run away isn't manly at all.
Good point.
This is
Okay.
it. There's a device here that opens a hidden passage. You press down the floorboards in a specific order. And
Okay. Wow.
I saw exactly how they
That's
did
so
that.
cool.
This quirk's cool.
That is really awesome.
It just requires very
So
good
much
judgment
strategy.
on when to use it.
Well, and how to set up the situation. Oh my goodness.
Girl, you handle the flirt.
That's horrible.
Bubble girl. Power of just
We'll make sure
Bubble.
you guys
bubbles.
don't follow. You go on ahead.
Okay.
you heard her.
We'll catch up when we can.
I always thought that's a
We're almost
ridiculous
there.
quirk.
Hurry.
Well, like, what are they, like, poison
I
bubbles?
don't know. It just looked like a standard
You can't-
bubble.
So, what
Yeah.
now?
Can you
So
control
Dead
them?
end.
Okay.
Hold on, let me go take a look. Million, if you go through, you'll be naked.
It's okay. Mirio's costume was constructed from a special fiber made of his own hair. It's designed so it becomes permeable when he activates his quirk.
Whoa.
I knew it.
That's awesome.
The path continues, just like Night Eye said it would.
Okay.
The hallway's just been blocked with this wall. Unfortunately, breaking through it's not going to be easy.
I knew this Chisaki guy could tear crap apart and put it back together, but damn.
It was just a cheap trick.
If he did
Okay.
this, it's gotta mean that we're on the right track.
Yeah, you're right. But he's an idiot if he thinks a dumb wall will stop us.
One for all. Full curling!
Did they both need to do that?
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't suck.
That's so funny. That's what one of my trainers used to say.
We need to keep moving.
Oh. What? That's the little guy? What the fuck was that?
The walls.
What's going on?
Everything's twisting!
Oh, I don't
Someone
like that.
different. Maybe Iranaka. Chisaki's quirk can't do something like this. Iranaka's quirk mimic lets him enter objects and control them as he would his own body. He must have gone into the concrete in the hole down here and made this a living maze.
It shouldn't be possible on this scale. He's not supposed to be able to control anything larger than a damn refrigerator.
That doesn't.
Remember who we're dealing with here?
Oh, but he took the
Donuts using
thing.
a performance enhancer.
Oh.
Yep.
For just about anything, but I didn't expect the whole building to turn against us. Still, controlling something this big's gotta be wearing the guy out. Eraserhead, can't you stop him?
I can't do anything without seeing his real body.
With the passageway shifting and changing like this, they can create as many escape routes as they need to. We have to think quickly if we want to catch them. No, or are we kidding?
Oh,
They're gonna
boy.
escape with the girl, and we're all gonna die down here.
Tamaki! No way that's gonna happen. Understand? You can do this, Suneater. Besides, this is just a
Sun
stopgap.
Eater?
They can warp the path forward if they want, but as long as we know the direction of our goal, I can still reach
Is it like a
it.
school mascot?
Come back!
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they actually already mentioned it. Suneater is his hero name.
Oh.
He eats things and then gets their power.
Right.
Sun Eater.
Oh, I forgot
I
about
thought
that.
that you would, if you listed his quirk, and when he eats things, you'd go, oh, Suneater.
Just a stopgap. They can warp the path forward if they want.
But we don't know
but
why
as
his
long as
name's
we know the
Suneater.
direction
Right,
of our
exactly.
goal,
He thought that. Sorry, he thought that Mirio looked like the sun, though. We
Right,
heard that earlier.
yeah.
They can warp the path forward if they want, but as long as we know the direction of our goal, I can still reach it! Lemillion! Come back! Speed is what matters right now. Those guys know it too. That's why they're stalling for time. I'm going on ahead.
He's going rogue.
Well,
or was that part of it?
Well, his quirk is pretty good for this.
True.
Check it out.
Yeah, he can't really bring anyone with him.
Yeah, like he can't.
This is really smart.
Nobody can touch him.
But he can tell them. Or this guy, Mimic, can warn them. Oh.
He was more just saying, what?
So if Mimic is the whole wall and he sees Lemillion running through, he could warn
Overhaul.
Yeah.
Be able to do by himself.
Oh. Yikes.
Now where are we?
Somewhere even farther from the target. Those guys are really screwing with us.
Well, what have we here? Looks like some state-authorized thugs crashed our party. Isn't that strange?
Are these other...
These guys are obviously
We saw them.
3 of the other... Yeah.
Let's see how long petty criminals can last against
that
the
what they
strength
are
of a pro.
The pros should save their strength for when we reach the target.
Smart.
Honestly, Tamaki, the only reason I'm able to do my best is because I have you here inspiring me. For real.
That's so cute.
These guys just want to slow us down. Go on, I can handle them myself.
Okay.
All 3 by himself.
Oh, Suneater of the Big 3. Oh, okay.
Try to keep your footing, man. What should we do?
It's so
There are
trippy.
more people than I expected. I'll deal with these officers first.
Pretty confident to take on 3-on-1.
Yeah.
The Hasai group.
These guys just want to slow us down. Go on, I can handle them myself.
You don't have to. We'll work together.
Please, everyone stay. I'll kill you all.
Setsuno, we can't use our guns on him. It's up to the pros.
You've done your homework. Oh well, that
They
just
can't use
Their guns on him.
why? Oh, it just won't work?
You'll see.
my quirk.
Power Erasure. He's an inferior version of Eri. I'd heard that a hero with your abilities existed. But our job's to slow you down. Quirks or no, we still have fists and weapons.
Fight all you want,
Okay.
but swords and bullets just sink into my body. You have no hope of beating us, so why even bother?
Big talk, but you just sound scared to me, hero.
Eraser cancel their quirks. We can use our firearms. Surrender yourselves at once.
Toya Setsuno,
Oh.
Quirk, Larceny, Yu Hojo, Crystallize, Soramitsu Tabe, Food. I read all about these guys in the briefing.
Wow.
I can take these 3 on. We eat tons of takoyaki at the Bat Agency, so octopus has become one of my specialties. And you know, I gotta say, I'm pretty down on guns since I was shot in the street.
Hold on, Suneater.
That's funny.
But cool.
Not smart for
Very
all of
cool.
us to fight them. They want us
Is
to
that a
make heroes
claw?
stalled here as possible. Let's just
Just
give them
seafood meal. Alright.
one. We should save all your quirks, especially eraser heads for later. You'll need to be operating at 100% to get through those moving hallways.
Very true.
Fat Gum, I know this is something I can do on my own.
It was pretty big for him, too.
Yeah.
Let's go. Wait a minute.
Hell yeah.
Through that
Assert
door.
yourself.
Hey, wait, where you going?
Out.
Done?
Amajiki, you need to move fast. Beat them before they can fight back.
Before you go, you have to take care of Miria. He's definitely going to try too hard. So please keep him safe.
Fat Gum, you're gonna leave him alone back there? What are you thinking?
He's from your agency, so I left the decision to you. But are you sure he can handle them? Seems kind of risky.
I have faith in him. He's stronger than anybody here. His only weakness is self-confidence. The pressure to do things perfectly sometimes leaves him feeling crushed, breaking his spirit. And yet, he's risen to become one of UA's big 3 under those conditions.
Even
so I
then,
trust
you're
him when he says he can
succeed.
take down those thugs on his own. If he believes in himself, I believe in him.
These guys are here to keep us from heading to the target. It's strange that Iranaka isn't using his mimicry to help them out, though. Did he prioritize
Maybe he
the police
maxed out.
officers left up top? Whatever the case, these criminals are mine.
Not being able to use my quirk? It felt so weird.
That's gotta be
It
strange.
might be tough, but I just have to make sure they can't get back up for a while. I'm gonna have to knock all of you out. Sorry, but this might hurt a bit.
Oh no, his
Made you
quirk
flinch,
came back.
didn't I know you're in a bind here, but you can't hesitate when it comes to us.
No, why did you
When
warn
you're fighting
them?
people who are basically human garbage. You have no idea what nightmares these masks might be hiding.
Whatever
Oh.
that guy's quirk was, it's worn off.
Oh god.
You can't kill us, kid.
What
Bit of a
is
handicap,
that? A
don't you think?
football?
Stupid
It was a
heroes
clam.
code.
Larceny.
Okay.
His power lets him steal anything his opponents have equipped. I guess
Anything
my
they're
shell
holding.
counts as something
Oh.
we can take.
Oh, shell.
See, we've given up everything, even our lives. I was so hopeless once I even tried to jump to my death, except some righteous hero stopped me. You can't understand people who don't see the point of living, and that's why we'll beat you.
The boss took us from the trash heap and gave us a new life. Even trash has its pride. He expected more from us.
It's a nuanced perspective.
So where
Yeah.
became more?
What's wrong, Amajiki? With your quirk, you should be doing more impressive things by now. Are you
Mean?
still feeling nervous? Oh well, don't force yourself. Back in line.
All sorts of people have quirks, not just heroes. In our quirk training classes,
Oh.
we tried to figure out the different ways we could utilize our powers in the future as adults.
What the heck are you doing, Togata? That faceplant looked ridiculous! I told you guys, this is really hard work. Why don't you give it a whirl? It's like 5 times harder than you'd think it'd be.
Careful, Togata. You're clearly not very good at controlling your quirk just yet.
That may be true now, but next time or the time after, I'll get it right.
Here you go.
Bet on himself.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Even if you can't do something, you're still so positive and cheerful. It makes everyone around you smile. That's just not how I work. If I worry about messing up, I'm done. My mind goes completely blank and I freeze.
Oh boy.
You'll become an amazing hero. One who shines like the sun.
What are you saying? You're making me sound like some awesome pro hero or something, but it's not like that. Honestly, Tamaki, the only reason I'm able to do my best is because I have you here inspiring me. For real. I'm not really all that strong when it comes to most things I try. Then there's you. Even though I know you get crazy nervous, you keep working hard and refuse to run away. So I don't want to lose to you.
What?
You think I'm better than I am and think you're not as hype as you are. That's why you call me things like the sun. Like, come on, I'm not that great. You have an amazing power, dude. And it's just going to get better. I'm sure of it. And you know what else I think? Deep down, you're a smiley, fun, super cheerful guy. So if I'm the sun, you must be something even more amazing than that. Let's see. Ooh, I know.
That's who I am.
Have confidence in yourself, Tamaki. 'Cause you're...
Yes. I've got a life that can swallow even the suns. That's why I'm
No.
Suneater.
Right?
That's sweet.
Octopus arms full of thick muscles to absorb the shock.
Whoa.
Protecting himself from any crystal damage using a thick plating of shells. But that won't stop me!
This is it. Over the last 2 years at UA, I've trained hard to master my quirk. Now it's time to use it to the fullest. Expressing several manifestations at once, increasing their sizes, picking and choosing characteristics.
Multiple at once? You can pick and choose.
Fast hybrid.
It's cool.
That's so cool.
Kraken!
Like, cool.
Wow.
I'm enough on my own.
This isn't looking good. Tabe, wake up! Time to eat!
His quirk was
Time
food,
to
by the
eat.
way.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yum. Seafood.
Ew.
With those teeth and jaws, he can devour anything in an instant, and he digests whatever he eats in seconds. It's ridiculous. Tabe's stomach will never get full. I'd actually say you two are a match made in heaven.
Of course.
He's just
How do you
eating it.
fight
Must
that?
have realized this. That's why he took him out before he left.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
fine. I've got plenty of space to move. I can dodge his attacks.
Oh.
I thought I had him. His reaction time's good.
Whoa. Some of
That's...
That's not enough to stop my crystallization!
You're the one that wanted to fight
Oh, no.
3-on-1, right, Suneater? Did you think that you'd get the
Yeah,
best
can we
of us
call
by
anyone
waving around
back?
a couple of oversized appetizers?
I'll manifest the neurotoxin from an octopus's saliva in my arm. If he eats it, he won't be able to
Oh, smart.
Those tentacles were too big to steal before, but small ones are no problem.
this quirk larceny.
Their teamwork is incredible.
Wow.
We may be a bunch of trash, but that doesn't mean we don't have strong bonds.
Yeah, but bonds or no, you'll still be arrested soon. Your futures are lost no matter what.
Like that matters.
We haven't had a future for some time. One of us didn't fit into society and was tossed aside. One was betrayed by his lover and buried beneath a mountain of debt.
Pouches full of food. I guess you can turn the things you eat into power?
One was used as a tool by someone obsessed with money. But when it was discovered that the gems he produced were worthless fakes, he was beaten within an inch of his life and left for dead. That's why he means so much to us.
Come, join me. Someone like you shouldn't be left to rot in the gutter.
Who cares what happens after this? He picked us up and gave us worth again. I'll kill anyone who gets in his way.
They don't follow him out of fear. It's more like they're
They
brainwashed.
genuinely
You really
like
just
him.
want to be used up and thrown away?
Even with your back against the wall, you can't understand. Can you, hero?
My tentacles were eaten. My defense is stolen.
We may be a bunch of trash.
Did he eat anything
That
else?
doesn't mean we don't have strong bonds.
Fine. I'll go after their teamwork. Larceny only works on things he can see. That's why the police couldn't brandish their guns.
So he kicked up the crystal.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, so
Don't tell
larceny's out, but
Did he eat my crystals?
You weren't looking!
no way. Is he gonna feed him to the other guy? Oh. I guess not.
You
Okay.
trust each other. You watch each other's backs. I can't understand your circumstances or anger, or sadness
Wow.
for that matter. But I do understand your strong bonds. You're more than teammates. I get that. And friends don't eat friends, do they?
So that is
Okay.
where we were left.
All right.
Go ahead, punch me. I'll smash your fist to pieces.
Yeah.
Wow.
Send him flying.
That is so many punches.
Yeah, what are your first thoughts on that
Wow.
episode of My Hero?
I mean, so many different things happened that episode. I loved learning more of the backstory of the big three. I guess it wasn't really the big three, more of Mirio and Suneater. I loved learning more about Tamaki's like early relationship with Mirio.
And also it's more about Tamaki, period, like the way he thinks.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that more in the discussion.
Yeah,
but
100%.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for our next episode. And check out the Patreon link in the description below to see these episodes right now. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions after every episode of any show that we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Ashton asks, we've seen mental stressors like nervousness and doubt a little in Class 1A throughout the show, but none so far in the severity of Tamaki's, depression/anxiety. What are your thoughts on aspiring students, both My Hero students and real life students, having to push through their mental struggles not only to reach their own goals, but also to equal their classmates so to not feel behind? In addition to Togeda's friendship, how else would you recommend aiding someone in Tamaki's position?
Yeah, I mean, it's just this like horrible negative flywheel of like, you're anxious about doing well, so then you don't do well, so then you're more anxious about not doing well, and then that just continues. And then the idea of, oh, I feel so terrible about myself that I'm not gonna perform at my best, because no one does when they feel terrible. And then you're worse than everyone else, and then you feel terrible about yourself, and it just kind of continues to self-validate in this really horrible cycle. Because like curing your mental health, or like just getting to a point where it's like manageable, is like fully a full-time job. Like that's a lot when you're dealing with like a mental illness that is that like it like permeates every single part of who he is.
So doing school during that and trying to keep up is...
You can't, which is gonna make you feel like shit and...
Keeps going.
Yep.
Unless you get a Mirio.
And then support-wise, pretty much exactly what Mirio's doing, which is like exactly what you did for me, which is just the idea of like, if you are going through something so hard and you're half-assing school, or you're at school but you can't be the best at speaking in public, or
like you're fantastic and like a genius, but like you don't have the confidence to do it in front of people. Like,
oh no, that the idea of like being okay and also doing really well for you is like the most admirable and inspirational thing. And then hearing that from someone who has a 4.0 and never pulled an all-nighter once in all of college, like the idea that someone who you view as so successful views what you're doing as worthy of praise, then like you're not terrible. This is a mess.
Hey, but it's a real place.
It is.
When I saw this, I kept hearing these lines where it's like, the only thing in his way is his own self-image. If he didn't judge himself so much, he'd be the most powerful person here. And it's like, yeah. And now we've gotten there. Like Montana, the channel has been the version of that.
Very true.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you.
I'm excited for you to see more of his arc, but like he's overcome and he took down 3 people. So it's really cool to see somebody like that excel. All right, let's go to question 2. Question 2, Le Destroyer 22 asks, if you were given Suneater's powers, what foods would you eat on a daily basis?
That's such a great question. Okay, you say what foods? It doesn't have to be food, right? Because he ate the crystal, or are we just
when you were
like,
asking about the food earlier, it made me think of the crystal.
Yeah.
But I think technically isn't salt small crystals, so maybe crystals are food.
Okay. All right. When I did a study abroad program in China, I ate jellyfish. Which there are a lot of potential jellyfish powers.
Yeah. Wonder if you could use the immortality aspect.
Very possible, or the barbs, or electricity, all of those things. I mean, it's another very exotic food, but frog legs, because then you would get all frog powers, which could potentially be, I mean, everything Sue does. I'm not sure. I'm certain things are going to keep coming to me because I hadn't really thought about it. But what is your answer?
I mean, maybe if he eats like I mean, he does eat a lot of fish, but if he ate a fish, maybe he could like breathe underwater or something. That would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, fish probably, I mean, the squid is probably the most productive thing, which makes sense.
Yeah, I think he's got a good power
set
that he's using.
Yeah.
I can't think of quite what else he would eat.
Yeah, nothing that's really like, I don't know, food you'd find in like an American grocery store.
Yeah.
It has very much power, but...
I think also what you more mean is like non-animal food.
Yes, but like, I guess chicken powers.
Because he'd use, that's how he knocked him out.
Yeah.
It's really,
like
it's all animal.
Powers.
Sheep powers?
Yeah, what would that be?
Speed.
Sheep are not fast. We caught
They look
sheep
fast when you were getting your butt knocked over by them trying to chase them.
Dick. You're such a dick.
What are you talking about?
I did eventually catch
maybe
the
warmth,
sheep.
He could have a
to
coat.
be clear. Okay.
It was cold.
Yeah. Wool powers. Okay, maybe like a Spider-Man type thing, except instead of spider webbing, it's wool. So you wool.
That's a little wild. That's
Why?
a little wild.
That's not more
That's
wild than
much.
anything else.
That's a little much.
Yeah, calm down.
Calm it down.
That's...
I think in that circumstance, I would just use an octopus tentacle.
Yeah, well, what if you only had sheep to eat, Kenny?
Yeah, next time I'm in a circumstance where I can only eat sheep, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, as opposed to calamari.
Anyway, let's go to our final question.
We're getting off the rails.
All right, final question. Jinchurk87 asks, while it doesn't condone their actions in a way, it's hard not to sympathize with the criminals who felt rejected by society and then loyally followed someone who essentially gave them meaning/purpose. Do you feel like My Hero Academia has done well in showcasing how different points of view each have their own merit?
Oh, 100%.
I think Hero Killer Stain's another kind of one.
Totally. I think the fact that quirks are so commonplace has made it so that powers are just kind of like an inherent part of the way the world works, which makes it almost impossible for no one to end up being taken advantage of or manipulated or having their power used in a way that they didn't want to happen.
Yeah.
It's gotten so commercialized that people just throw out individuals with useless quirks like trash.
Yeah, and then like I always found it like when they said like, well, you picked this up and like we're already gonna want to kill ourselves, so like we have a lot of loyalty. It's like, well, I can't really argue with that one, but
yeah,
maybe use it for good.
I can't argue with that, but
I more mean in terms of like their brains, like it makes sense
100%.
that they've come to that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all right, that's where we left for episode 8 of season 4 of Code Geass. Are we excited for episode 9?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.